Hello everybody and welcome to the 4th episode of Mad as a Goat. I'm your host Dizzee Rascal, and this week we will be talking about computers, specifically the application of computers to do absolutely everything. This is a thing that I have a bit of a problem with. Yes, computers are a useful tool, and yes, they've advanced society quite a bit over the last 10 years. This is all true. These are facts, yes. But to get them to do jobs that used to be done by a human isn't really a good idea at all. Consider this. Back in the day, when you hopped onto a tram, there would be a person, remember that, it's important, who would come up to you and say, you need to buy a ticket or whatever, or get the hell off the tram. So there was always basically a ticket inspector on the tram, 100% of the time. You couldn't go on and then just hope one wasn't there and then get off at a stop before they get on. Nah, there was a guy there 100% of the time. You couldn't get away with it. So what did they do? They fired all these people, they got rid of them, and they put machines in. And then they realised, oh, wait a minute, people are just hopping on when there isn't a ticket inspector and getting a free trip. Well, duh, of course that was going to happen, you bloody morons. Secondly, there's one thing about computers that people tend to forget. They're not perfect, and they don't think either. So that's actually two. That's probably appropriate that I did that. Anyway, so yeah, they're not perfect. They do fuck up, and they fuck up a lot easier than a person would fuck up. When a person fucks up, you have to take a few things into account. You know, situation at home, lack of sleep, lack of food, la-da-da-da-da, and things have to build up before a fuck up happens. With a computer, or any computerized object, the simplest little thing can make it completely fail. Think about your home computer when you get a virus, and if you've had a very severe problem with viruses on your computer, eventually the computer dies. Now a virus, or even malware, starts with one file. One file gets on your computer, boom, spreads through, eventually the whole thing is completely destroyed. That doesn't happen to a person. They don't get a common cold and then eventually it builds up and they die. No, it doesn't work like that. Humans are a little bit, they've got a few more defenses like the immune system and common sense. So putting a computer in the place of a person on a tram has made them lose a lot of money. And they go, oh, but we make up on the revenue with our ticket inspectors. Well, actually, no, you've probably lost all your profits. Because think of this, back in the day, you had one guy there. One guy per tram, every day, never got caught, never lost revenue. Now they have teams of 5 people. So instead of hiring that one guy for each tram, now they're going to hire 5 people. Moronic. Also, another one. This one really annoyed me when I used to be on the dole. When I first got on the dole, you got a form which you had to fill out and then hand into a person. Now, this was actually a very good thing to stop people from scamming, because a person will look at that and they can tell when you faked it. They go, no, you didn't apply for 600 jobs in 2 weeks. That is bullshit. No payment. Nowadays, you walk in, you go up to a computer, you type your code and all that in, you go, yes, 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 payment. Not a problem. The only way you're going to fail is if you don't go to the job services thing. And these people hired at the job services thing are pretty lazy and get computers to do most of their job. That's why now you see people who have been on the dole for 10 years, because it's even easier to scam it now. Why? Because they put computers in and thought they were perfect. My God, people don't know anything about computers. And now the last example is one that everyone has had to deal with, and it's one that annoys everyone at some point. At supermarkets and whatnot, now they have sections where instead of having a cashier there, you just have basically a bunch of scanners linked up to a computer, so self-service, essentially. The only problem with this is it's ridiculously easy to scam. I've watched people, I haven't done it myself because I work hard for my money and I don't need to steal shit, but I've seen people, they'll scan one thing, look around, no one's here, okay, I'll just put those 3 in and then scan the next one. Pay, they've just got 4 packets of chips for free or whatever, It's a computer, it doesn't have eyes, it doesn't have a conscience, it doesn't have a brain, it doesn't think. It's just binary, that's it, binary. and hardware. Totally easy to scam. So that was my rant about people trusting computers way too much. I hope you guys agree and at least have enough common sense to know that a computer isn't a perfect thing. Alright? I've been Dizzee Rascal, and I will see you guys on the potato side.